came to meet Ina Boyle for the first time about 2 years ago, and I just loved this sound world that she was creating and fascinated me, and I wanted to discover more.
I know that when I was first asked to write about Ina Boyle, I hadn't even heard about her, and my whole life has changed since then, I can tell you.
We're in a day and a half and we're doing very well because we've recorded everything we intended to in that time, and it's quite clear the orchestra love the music because it's a lovely sound that she makes. She has her own sort of sound world and wonderful melody.
She never heard this music. It was all in her head until it was played today for us, about almost 100 years after.
What is sad is because she didn't get performances, she was writing without hearing the music. And rather fortunately, it doesn't sound like that.
I was able to look at all her manuscripts and all her papers in Trinity College Library, and very few of them, of course, had been published, and I suppose that was one reason why her music wasn't performed, but also because she was a woman, that would have been an issue, and also because the war intervened, and whereas she had had success in London before the war, well, it was a long time before she could come back again, and she was quite elderly by that stage.
It's really personal, and it has also a message, I think, inside. You know, I tried to figure out if she was inspired by one psalm in particular in the Bible, because she was a very religious person, and she didn't write anything about it, which I think means that probably not, because she used to write in her scores poems and things around that inspired her. And so if she didn't, I think it means she wasn't inspired by one psalm in particular. It was really her own expression, her own message she wanted to put into this music.
Although a lot of the music is slow, and when I saw some of it on the page, you know, it looks as though not a lot is going on, but because she has such a lovely sound world, even the slow music has movement to it.
She loved the cello deeply, which is why you will hear also in the orchestra pieces a lot of solos for the cellist.
It was her dream to have her music performed. I have to say that Sam was a wonderful experience for me to hear, to know that it was written for her favourite instrument and how well it worked with the orchestra and how personal it sounded.
We can feel her personality, and we talked about afterwards, you know, was she expressing her emotions? Because it's a piece that is not talking about nature, and the landscape is actually a deeply personal piece.
were here in London, and that's where she actually used to come here by steamship with a herdsman's jackets, and in the pockets were all her papers. So because she probably had her music scores as well, but she didn't bring a big case, she packed everything she needed in her pockets.
I didn't have the harmony in the head, I didn't know what happened in the orchestra, so I discovered it today, and it was really, I mean, some places were just even more beautiful than I thought they would be. At the end we were speaking about the bells. It sounds like you arrive in a church on a wedding day and everything is so joyful and so great.
Boyle, as a composer, has come forward now, and I think she'll never go back again.
To read about her life really inspired me a lot. I mean, before I got to know her pieces, already her story moved me. The fact that she never needed validation from the outside to do what she was meant to, which is composing, is something that is really special and inspires me deeply.